How much worse can it really get? I don't know about you, but asking myself this question would typically make me feel better. It's as if I reassure myself that if this is my rock bottom, then the only way left is up. But surprise, COVID-19 has showed up and left us at the edge of our seats.
Today, my mate Alawieh and myself, Farah Allaik, will share with you our own stories with hitting rock bottom. But, spoiler alert, as you can see, the two of us standing here today only goes to show that even rock bottom can be overcome.
Farah and I met and became friends at university. We run in the same circles and have similar interests. We usually check up on one another very regularly. Late last year, I learned that Farah contracted COVID-19. I was worried and surprised because I assumed that we, young people, are safe from the virus, are immune and shielded. Again, COVID-19 has proved us wrong.
In September 2020, I tested positive for COVID-19. My body was weak, and I felt like I had to drag my own weight like a zombie. I had no energy to move, eat, or even to smile. It was tough in all possible ways, and I wanted to be over with it as soon as possible. I did everything I had to do just so I don't spend another day confined to my room. I did not want to stay in bed, but I did. I did not want to eat healthy, but I forced myself to. Dealing with my physical ailment was not the tough part of being sick. It was my mind that was a whole different story. It felt as if my mind started its own war against me. No matter what I did, I could not shake off the feeling of being stuck and powerless. I remember thinking to myself, what's next? How could this virus outdo itself now? I kept on blaming myself and those who I socialized with. How could they do this to me? More so, no matter how many people checked up on me, I couldn't but feel lonely. As the 2 weeks passed, my body started getting stronger again. This put me at ease. It showed me that whatever it is I was doing or not doing was actually working. During that period, I learned that Ali's newborn brother was battling for his life. I wanted to support him as well, but knew that I had to support myself first.
My family and I were expecting my baby brother. I was expecting someone to share my room with, to disturb my morning peace, interrupt my study time, and turn my nights sleepless. I never thought that such a blessing was to meet this world with so much suffering at such an early age. The little boy surprised us 2 weeks earlier than expected, with several respiratory complications. I can still remember the physician calling my father and me aside to inform us about the baby's severe medical condition. I was concerned about my brother's health, especially after hearing the physician whispering anxiously with the other nurses about the limited period of time the baby still has. 6 hours were all we had to save his life. We had to take action and search for qualified hospitals capable of handling his medical condition with their advanced tech and call an ambulance to transport him. Between calling hospitals, searching for vacancies, waiting for the complex precautions and procedures by the paramedics, and being bound by the 6-hour limit, I had no choice but to endure the pain and anxiety. Finally, we were able to make it, and the ambulance was able to transport my brother safely. By then, I was thinking to myself, what kind of a world will host my brother? What type of childhood will my brother experience? And the whole range of what, why, and how questions were haunting me as we were racing against the clock.
A few weeks after, Ali and I were virtually participating in a university project and I recall the conversation between us. Ali, I made it. I tested negative, and I'm glad that your brother is now in a medically stable condition and improving.
I'm so glad that you recovered. And yes, my yet to be spoiled little brother is now in stable condition.
Do you remember what we learned in the World Civilizations course about the pandemic and chaos that initial civilizations have gone through?
Yes, I do.
Is that similar or comparable?
I guess so. I think in the future, this pandemic will be added to this course and future generations will learn about it.
But Ali, did we really have to go through all of this given all the advancements in science, technology, and medicine? We have learned about all the preventive, proactive, and all the prefixes approaches, which seem to fail, at least for now. Did we really have to go through all of this?
Honestly, I do not have an answer. This same thought continues to perplex me.
We are lucky that we survived, and we are sorry. We are so sorry for every individual and family who did not make it. We leave you with hope that the present we will be leaving behind becomes a learning experience for future generations.
We hope we will emerge from this situation more compassionate, more understanding, more mindful, more cautious, and more loving and appreciative towards one another and our struggles.
May we always turn our challenges into opportunities of growth, community building, and well-being.
Until then, let us stay safe and look out for one another.
Thank you.